Evans, JD McDonough, and Rusev. I think this is certainly one of the more anticipated matches on the card, not because it had necessarily the best build, but because it's a ladder match at WrestleMania, and those usually do a pretty good job of delivering what fans want. And I think in this particular instance, to have Rey Mysterio back in the fold after an injury, and we weren't sure exactly if he'd even be on this WrestleMania card, but you now put him in there with Penta. Again, you put him in there with Dragon Lee, and of course, who I think will probably be the star of this match, and that is Javon Evans. And that's where, again, if you kind of see how this match was thrown together, sure, maybe a little bit, kind of something that you weren't necessarily expecting in terms of like the qualifiers on main event and all this other stuff, but it's going to be a good match. And I think that's kind of, again, sometimes you don't have the stories for every single match on the card, and that's okay when you got a lot of talent in here like this. Rusev is obviously kind of the biggest wild card, as he is really so much different than anyone else in this match, and they sort of established that with what they did with him on Raw, just kind of having him destroy everyone. And so I don't think Rusev's winning because they really haven't done much of anything with him over the past bit. But I do think it probably comes down to either Penta retains the title here, or they want to make this kind of a potential crowning moment for Javon Evans. And we may have another one of those we're going to talk about here in just a second. But I think for me, when I just look at the way this thing unfolds, I'm going to pick Penta to retain the title here, even though I do think, again, you can, if you want, go ahead and put Javon Evans in sort of a situation where he wins the title at WrestleMania. You quickly establish that he is someone who is clearly one of the top future stars of the company. And you're going to see that's a running theme here on this WrestleMania Sunday as we get into these other matches. And so I will go with Penta to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Second choice would be Javon Evans if they want to go that route to really start to establish that, he is one of the top rising stars in the company, and of course could be for the next decade, just given how young this guy is. So Penta, for me, gets the win. All right, speaking of that theme that I said, we're going to get into number 2 here of the NXT call-ups this year in terms of the big three. And, we're talking about Javon Evans, and now we're talking about Obafemi, because he's going to face Brock Lesnar. And they are going to put this on the ESPN portion of the show, and for good reason, because these are kind of what I think, really your main attractions here. I think this is the probably most hyped match on the card, even above either main events. Right, either night 1 or night 2, definitely night 1. It's definitely a bigger match than Cody versus Orton right now. But you could put it on kind of equal footing as the CM Punk versus Roman Reigns match. And that in and of itself is an accomplishment. Because this is a match that, when you look at how we got here, it's Brock Lesnar simply issuing an open challenge. And they could have put anyone in this spot, right? They could have put LA Knight in here. They could have put someone else in this particular spot. But they decided to go with the person that the crowd fed to them, right? The crowd's chanting over. Once they start this open challenge thing with Lesnar and Heyman, the crowd wants Oba. But little did we know that not only was the crowd going to want Oba, but now this guy may be getting bigger pops than anyone in the entire company at the moment.
With me now, nigga.
And he's been on the main roster for what? 3 months? Whatever? He's the guy. And to me, there is no other alternative here when it comes to how this match has to unfold than Obafemi beating Brock Lesnar. I don't want to hear about a 3-match series. I don't want to hear about a revenge match that Oba's going to get a month from now or 2 months from now, and he'll get his then. No. Not when you got a situation like this. Not when you have a clear person that the fans have gotten behind and want him to be the guy or one of the guys. And like I said, the crowd reaction tells the story. He is on a level of a Roman Reigns, of a CM Punk, of a Cody Rhodes, and so forth right now. That is how the fans are responding to him. So treat him accordingly. Don't use him as someone that you have to have lose to Brock Lesnar because you want to make Brock Lesnar look stronger heading into what I think will probably be a match with Gunther at SummerSlam. Don't do it. There is no other story to tell here than having Obafemi beat Brock Lesnar. That should be it. That should be the story coming out of this match. If he does it in 2 minutes, great. If he does it in 8 minutes, fine. Either way, I think Oba's got to win this match. And I think anything else is just, it shouldn't happen if they do it in any other way. Because, like I said, I know there is money they probably feel in doing this match more than once, but I just do not see a scenario where at WrestleMania, given the current momentum for the ruler, that he should not rule Brock Lesnar at this show. And so I'm picking Obafemi to beat Brock Lesnar. If they do it another way, there will be maybe a slight percentage that they can get some of that back in the next match. But I just think you've got to capture this lightning in a bottle here and go all in on Obafemi. And so I'm going to pick Oba to win this one here at WrestleMania. All right. The Demon, Finn Balor, is going to take on Dominic Mysterio. And I'll be honest, I don't know if this match has necessarily the hype surrounding it that we would have thought. I know some have said, well, maybe they should have just, used the Demon as a surprise, right? I don't know that helps kind of the momentum heading into this match anymore, right? At least now you're going to get to see the Demon versus maybe if they'd have left it, kind of unsaid. You still, I know this is one that's been going on for like years now, if you really think about it, but it almost was like they could have capitalized on this months ago. And I just think that it's going to be a good match. And that's why we say anything we talk about with the build to these matches. I mentioned the Cody Orton thing. Cody Orton will be a good match. Like, it will be fine. And it will probably be a great match if it's just these two getting to do their thing, but we don't know that, right? This will be a good match because you have Finn Balor and you have Dominic Mysterio, and those two playing off of each other will work well, especially with Dominic reacting to the Demon, right? But again, I don't feel that kind of it factor you have here that maybe we would have thought we could have with this, anticipated singles match based on all the Judgment Day drama over the years and all that. So I think this is one where if you're really starting to look ahead, I think Balor's got to win this. And I think it's kind of one where, you probably look at it and you're thinking, well, they have more invested in Dominic moving forward. But I don't think you bring the Demon back here after this, long layoff and have him just get beat by Dominic, even if Dominic cheats. And that's where, again, because we do have Backlash coming up and all this other stuff, there will be something on this WrestleMania card that sort of gets dragged out to Backlash, right? You're going to continue some of these programs. And so you could absolutely have one or two rematches from WrestleMania that happen at Backlash. And so could this be one of them? I could certainly see this as a contender. And if that's the case, maybe Dominic does win here. But I don't think you bring the Demon back, right? More so, I would believe the Demon has to win here so that somehow Dominic can, kind of go to Finn Balor into having another match with him without the Demon, right? Dominic has to question if Finn can beat him straight up, man-to-man, without the whole Demon persona. I think that's the better way to play it, but Finn has to win here. So I'm going to pick Finn Balor to win this particular match. All right, elsewhere, we've got Jade Cargill defending the WWE Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? If so, you need to stop now and immediately call an experienced auto accident attorney. Look at this check for $237,000. This settlement and many others like it were payments our team of legal experts obtained for our clients. If you have not been in an auto accident, feel free to skip this video. We don't want to waste your time. But for those of you still watching, I'd like to share the best way for you to achieve maximum settlement. The right attorney can help you in
Another match that I don't think has gotten to the level that we would have expected. If you do not pay for it, you would get Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill one-on-one at WrestleMania. Because there is some sort of alternate universe where
they got what it takes. Nigga, hurry the fuck up, my nigga. Let's go.
Nigga, I ain't doing that shit. Shut that dumbass shit up.
Let's go, my nigga. Try. You know what? For you.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here's James. Rebound by Williams. Back to Booker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Williams with the block. They retain possession. A second chance effort. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Booker. Beyond the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Here's James. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Hachimura. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
What a smooth catch-and-shoot opportunity from Rui Hachimura. Pretty.
Booker, no good. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And they double up LeBron. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Laravia missing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And the 3-ball. All is good.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Smart on the wing. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
What shall we call LeBron James? In this instance, I think point forward will do. Someone that you can trust to run the offense.
Now here's Green. There's the triple. And they recover it. Booker, right side. Outside, Green. Shoots the 3. And Devin Booker hits from deep. Booker's got 16.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Lakers working the ball around now. And Ayton throws it down.
An unselfish young player. If there's a better shot to be had, James is going to find it.
Shots good by Booker.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Left side, Smart. Goodwin with the steal. And now here's Goodwin. The fast break chance. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
That's just superior balance from the crafty guard. If you allow Devin Booker to get close, he's going to draw your contact.
Now here's James. Nothing on the board. The tray. Rebound by the Suns. Booker in the post. On the wing, Booker. The three. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Good work defensively by Hachimura. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
The Lakers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Los Angeles making a switch here. That one is no good. For 3, Booker. And so it's Phoenix up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Over Smart. Rebound the Lakers. James with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Smith. And he drives in. Outside, James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Hayes. Rebound by Williams. Phoenix leading by 12. Three-pointer, Brooks. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Left side, Smart. No one near him. That one misses. For Phoenix, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Some changes for the Lakers. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by. Booker with no one around. Off target from outside. Lakers trail by 16. LeBron with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Ayton. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker outside. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
LeBron outside. And they double up James. Here's Laravia. Drains the three-pointer.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Gillespie. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gillespie's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Laravia. Count that one. Laravia's got 5 now.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Pass to Booker. Fires the 3. And the Suns another 3.
Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
James looking around. In a wide open look for Hachimura. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
And the wide open shot from Green. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fires from deep. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 9.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Pass to Kennard. Back to James. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Big night for Rui Hachimura. You can tell when his number is called, he is prepared to embrace the scoring role.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Moving it up. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. Here's Gillespie. Shoots over Hachimura. And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. That'll be a 5-second call. Out to the wing. Back to Ayton. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Laravia inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Nobody near Allen. A 3-pointer, no good. Lakers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. That free throw, good from Kennard.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
James wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. LeBron's got 5.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Allen outside. Five to shoot. Back to Green. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple.
And shots like this have to fire Green a big-time 3 there.
Hachimura, no good. Suns lead by 9. Pass to Coffee. Now here's Brooks. On the wing, Green. From the baseline. That one wide left. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Driving the lane. Point blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
LeBron James just reads the floor so well. If a lane opens, he will exploit it and get to the cup off the drive.
Here's Allen. And the rejection by Ayton. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Lakers trail by 6. Outside, James. And they double up LeBron. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
Now, Green. Brooks outside. Pass to Coffee. Offline with his 3.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that 3, but he still couldn't make it.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Clock at 6. LeBron right side. Fires from 18. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns lead by 6. Pass to Allen. Outside, Green. Here's Coffee. And they're on the break. Here's Hachimura. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, this guy looking for opportunities to shot create. Rui Hachimura plays with focus on the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It's on Jake LaRavia. That is his first foul of the game. Poked away. Stolen by Smart. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
Down low. Pass to Kennard. LaRavia up top. 5 points in the game. And here is Ayton. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Green up on top. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
Kennard for 3. Rebound by the Suns. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Coffee. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Iguodala. He's covered by Ayton. Iguodala, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Kennard with the ball. Back to Hachimura. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Hachimura's got 6 points in the quarter. It's all tied in Phoenix. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers to take the lead. And the layup is up and in.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Oh, Booker going downhill.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's the teardrop. Hayes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. No good on that.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. A big group substitution here for Phoenix.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Devin Booker, 3, right down the hatch.
Sharpshooter from anywhere on the floor. Booker's release and form, it's so mechanically sound.
And that one's good. James has got 9 points now in just the second half. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. And here's Booker from the arc. And James pulls it down. The Lakers with the ball. In the corner, Smart with it. Back to LeBron. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. Booker fires. And did the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone.
DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
The Suns trailing. Booker, he takes it in.
I'll tell you, let that guy get ahead of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
It's James. From outside, it's good. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
Oh, the elite competitor that Devin Booker is. Big moment to be had. Yes, it's his time.
And it's good.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker. On the interior, it matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
James. The first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer. And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Booker looking around. The putback. Williams. Oh, what a finish.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
It's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And here is LeBron. Now Hachimura. Ayton. Here's Hachimura. And stolen by Williams. Booker with it. He's picked up by James.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
It's stolen by Green. Brooks. A three-pointer. Good.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
Here's Hachimura. Ayton. Here's two-handed slam.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Now here's Booker. Tries it from 16. It misses. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Being with us, it's promo.
Here's O'Neal. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
It's Booker. Six on the shot clock. And the layup is off. The Lakers trail. Stolen by Brooks. Pulls the trigger. Williams. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. The Lakers with the ball. Kennard on the wing. Down he goes for three.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. Here's Ayton. Now James. Going to work down low.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And it misses. Lakers leading by 3. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And they double up James. Takes the 3. The shot is off. 109 left to play in OT, and this battle continues. Booker. And he banks the layup in.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
James. Here's Ayton. Hachimura. Oh, sticks the putback.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Booker. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Taken away by Williams. Here we go, one-on-one. And there's the foul. It's on Jake LaRavia. That'll be his second foul of the game. Strong move off the glass. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Rui Hachimura doesn't shy away from the pressure, and he delivers.
And an intentional foul right there. It's stolen by Green. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Got a piece of it. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
It's the first that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he did that so big to give them that 3-point lead.
It's not due to CM Punk. I put this thing.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
You know, I don't believe in the word choke, but to come away empty right there is brutal. This game would have been over.
Williams, that one goes.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that about wraps it up. So for Dorisburg.
You start running their mouth, and the whole world can get confused by that, man. You gotta smack them up.
You gotta smack them up.
That's right.
And I totally agree. And
This whole thing started in that first promo between you and Punk with him bringing up your late father. How owed a receipt is CM Punk? How much will that be on your mind on Sunday night, or will it you try to keep it to business?
Well, that's the beauty of this. That's the business. The receipts are meant to come. We don't just run our mouths and then we get to figure this thing out. There's a resolution that's happening Sunday night. So that's the beauty of this whole situation. Run your mouth, promote.
A video.
We've talked a lot about it. Who do you see on this card that maybe could potentially down the road go in the ring with you at some point?
Over 30. No doubt. I mean,
everyone keeps bringing up.
There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of great young talent. I really like what I'm seeing from Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Carmelo Anthony, or no, Carmelo Hayes, please, excuse me. And he's been up for a little while. He's had a different route than the other guys. So I really like the resiliency that he's shown, and he's torn it up on SmackDown for a while now. So I'm looking for big things from him too.
With the right crowd here, talking about Carmelo Anthony. We appreciate you.
I like what I'm hearing from Roman Reigns so much. I mean, I almost wish people disrespected more. Just so you get it. I don't mean it that way, but you know what I'm saying.
I like what I'm hearing. Let me ask you something, Steven. You talked a lot about the idea of one day being a manager, being a mouthpiece for someone. It's been suggested maybe the right person for you to roll with would be the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
The tribal chief is the one that gets to make that decision. I am a mere novice. This is not what I really do. I've seen great stuff more even than others. But if the tribal chief requested my services, I must concede I would have to answer that call.
Oh.
I would have to, but him, I would have to answer that call.
Looks like we need to book a meeting.
There we go.
We need to get to the table.
Roman's got a busy weekend this weekend. Maybe you guys could do that on Monday. You could chat about it. Thank you, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Good luck this weekend. We appreciate you taking the time here.
When life happens, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Keisha. She turned 26 and lost her parents' insurance. So she found new, affordable coverage. There are many ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov where millions have found the coverage they need.
I know what you're thinking. This sounds way too good to be true. It was incredibly easy to start. It took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do my application, but that sort of told me that the platform was legitimate.
So if you're thinking about signing up for data indication, I'm always excited for WrestleMania. It doesn't matter what the card is going to be. I'm still going to sit there and try to have the best time possible. But with WWE, I always get a little bit worried that they're going to fumble, drop the ball, just kind of be lazy about stuff. So today I do want to explore with you some of the bad decisions, worst decisions ever at the world of burning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. I want to go through the worst decisions WWE can make at WrestleMania. Based on the thumbnail I made, Brock beats Oba. I do think that this is a bad decision. My early predictions is that Oba should win, will win, but man, oh man, I don't trust them to do it. How do you set up Oba Femi as the next Brock Lesnar, literally saying it on television, building him up, and then they don't pull the trigger because they want to protect Brock or go have a retirement match against Gunther. I don't care about any of that. Let's advance, want to have fun, want to have an awesome moment. I want Oba to win. Well, Rumble seems that's Brock Lesnar win. And it's just, you know what, kicking off that night of WrestleMania, night 2, it's going to send you a flag. You really want to do that? You want to have big, great momentum, big, excited, and happy. If it's a 10-minute match, 8-minute match, like the Brock Lesnar match, then just have Oba beat him. They can do it in a squash, and I think it would be amazing because fans would be like, oh, Oba did it. You gotta have Oba win. Brock winning is too big, predictable, and I don't need to hear let it play out. But people say, no, I don't think it's around the young guys. Now, this is not conservative. I was right now, they don't have a match at WrestleMania, and I'm very bummed out by that because they have pulled a big story. It's been on for a long time, including Rhea Ripley, and now she's putting off with Jade. This is just a story waiting to happen. How did not have Eva die in WrestleMania? Why can't I do WrestleMania? Remember Bobby Lashley and LA Knight were left off? Remember that? There was a battle going people were like, what is going on? To me, it feels like that. And when you see like Unreal, right? Where you see unscripted show, right? I'm being sarcastic. Where WWE Triple H, we love this guy all the time. Finger pointing. That's not the person, but it's not. They love her. How do you not have her in a match? I'm worried that they will do, which is like X prediction here, that they will have Io run interference on the Rhea and Jade. It's another thing like I predict that Rhea's going to win. you win the title to the game, maybe each team have to try to get involved. But if they don't have the on-screen title match, this is what I feel like they will end up doing as a kind of a consolation. So we're going to get you, guys, bring it around here, sledgehammer stuff, and they have you run down, do a moonsault, take a deep bad machine, runs them off, reel in, and then you get EO and Rhea punches into the ring because that's all they need to do with each other. It doesn't happen, because that's not a part. WWE not fine 15 minutes in the whole show. Like, maybe don't do what they call the fans stopping the camera on the stage. Maybe don't run the extra 1,000 advertisements that are involved. Maybe you don't have a 10-minute weapon speech every single time. Maybe cut a minute from every match. I don't think they can do those. It would make me personally just feel kind of like bummed out and just deflated. It would be more celebrity involved at WrestleMania. It's not a poor idea. Because when you get back to most WrestleMania, they like to pan the camera ringside, and then that guy calls out person, football player, whoever, big celebrity names, they jump in the ring, and then they do a moment, and they get to cheer and be in the ring. I feel like this is going to happen, because you see that WWE, the Triple H asked for WrestleMania a while ago, where he's on the phone, and he's talking to all the players, they're phoning in, saying they want to be at WrestleMania. Day after day after day. You know what I was on there, actually, it's like on the show, I should see. I think he's great. I think he can do a tremendous job. My worry is that it would just result in three shoulders, jump the rail, and they attack the mid or something, and then that's a moment at WrestleMania. I think we need more celebrity. We have a lot. And also, they take away from regular wrestlers that could have had a match at WrestleMania. So they want to go all the way and every day from going to get a football player or a basketball player and have to stand in the soccer video as they stand over the bid. Next one. Even Balor loses. I don't think very much because they can see Dom winning. I just think that's probably what would happen. But you have Demon Balor. And you announced it ahead of time. It would have been cooler if they could see Balor private. But here we go. I think it'll be pretty disappointing compared to ask Balor. Because Balor loses, and he also loses that character is that you can't lose that character. It's a cool aesthetic, but he's nothing in the match. He doesn't wrestle any differently. And also, this Balor losing, what do you do after that? He's got nowhere to go. He's got no feud. He's broke from Judgment Day. Are you going to rinse and repeat the Judgment Day stuff all over again for months at a time? The only thing I could see them doing is if Dom wins at the end, they lose that Demon Balor, they go on to have a rematch at Backlash for Finn, and then that wouldn't make any sense because you're like your best opportunity was Mania as Demon if you follow where Billy wrestling. But you know what I mean? It's Finn's champ, and if he does lose, again, he doesn't have anybody to work with. You almost have to keep him off TV for a couple of weeks or something. Rebuild him. So I'm hopeful that Finn wins because I think Dawn as a character could just complain that I want to rematch. I didn't feel clean. They believe that it wasn't ready to sit. Let's get Dawn's character. There's only one thing of that. Cody versus Randy is not actually a corner. There's a lot of ways that they could drop the ball with this, and they get very lucky. But the one thing I'm going to point out here is if they do a rinse and repeat of WrestleMania 41, if they don't learn their lessons and they completely focus and they just go with things get a fun tournament, not Pat gets up on the apron or in the ring, he distracts Cody or hits Cody counters, hits Pat with a crossroad, and then Cody turns around after that moment, the crowd cheers because they're glad he got rid of Pat. RKO, Randy wins the title, Pat and Randy hold up arms, and Pat grabs the title and puts it over his shoulder, they laugh and walk off. And even as if Randy wins, and this very basic situation does occur, I think Randy wins, he hits that RKO, he's got the title, the music's playing, and I think that crowd will be sitting there